In this hustle and bustle city, citizens usually need to work from day to night. How do they deal with their unlimited work within a limited time? Multitasking may be one of the solutions.
So what is multitasking? Multitasking is a human ability to perform several things at the same time. Actually, you do not share your attention in different tasks during your brain is multitasking, but you are switching attention between the tasks, and it depends on the ability if you can keep a lot of stuff in mind simultaneously. In the first part of this documentary, there are 52 participants attend the questionnaire and being asked their opinion on multitasking and whether multitasking bring them benefit or disadvantage. In the second part, we would like to investigate is there any relationship between the gender and the ability of multitasking by playing an online multitask game. Let's begin our investigation.
So who do you think a better multitasker?
I think female.
Female?
Yes.
I think a male. What do you think?
Who do you think?
Maybe woman.
I think woman is a best multitasker.
I can only focus on one thing at the same time.
I will listen to music during I'm having revision.
Every time when I find him, there will be no reply if he is playing online game.
But unfortunately, I can't do it.
Maybe you can try.
It seems that most of them think that women is a better multitasker, and it brings me a lot of benefit.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think multitasking is good.
I think it's not good for me.
Multitasking is quite more effective.
I will bounce off my focus.
You can finish many things at the same time.
Because you can do more than one thing at the same time.
Help you to save time.
We have conducted a survey about teenagers' perception on multitasking aged between 20 and 25. First, we asked if they are a good multitasker. Only 23% of them agreed that they perform multitask well. Almost 60% of participants usually do two things at once. In their lifestyles, most of them have chosen that they will usually use electronic products like serving and then sending and receiving messages and texting, with the combination of having food while listening to music. Second, we want to know their opinions about multitasking. Equal numbers of teenagers heard good and bad about multitasking. The participants who agree multitasking gives benefits, as it can save a lot of time in their life. However, the others that have a negative feeling on multitasking is because their concentration cannot be distracted on few things at once. Lastly, based on the choices with preferences on gender, you can perform multitask better. 54% of them are said female is better.
To further know whether male or female is a better multitasker, the following experiment was done.
In the experiment, we have used the multitasking game from multitasking.com. This game is designed to measure multitasking ability. During the gaming time, gamers are required to use the keyboard to control the movement of a simple task. When times go by, more tasks will be added in, and the player needs to monitor and handle 4 tasks in total at the same time. The longer gaming time, the higher score they will get. It is assumed that the score they get is directly proportional to their ability to multitask.
According to BBC News, there is a test on women and men's ability to complete a series of tasks. The result came out that women display a clear performance advantages over men under a stressed and complex situation. The reason suggested is women are more able to stop and think about what is going on, which make them have an advantages over men in multitasking in certain situations. Based Based on the result we gained from questionnaire, interview, and the news, we set up an online multitasking game to investigate whether female are better multitasker than male. We have invited 20 people with age range from 20 to 25 take part in the experiment. After collecting all 20 data, the results came out with the scores much higher in male than female. The total mark of female gamers is 516 with 48 mark in average, while for male the total mark is 650 with 65 mark in average. We can see that male perform much better than female in the multitasking game. This result does not match with the gender perception on multitasking ability we gained from the questionnaires and interview. The reason behind may be because male usually play more games than female. They are much more familiar with multitasking different components. Another reason is that, besides gender, there are still other factors will affect one's ability to multitask. For example, the time for practicing, the occupation of that person, and the type of multitasking job needed.
Why people's perception and experimental results are so different? Our research and survey showed that people think women are better multitaskers, but the result was not. This is because there is no relationship between gender and multitasking. According to the research by Watson and Strayer, Department of Psychology, University of Utah in 2010, has found no difference between men and women on this sort of multitasking. In other words, some people are better multitaskers than others. But as for the difference between men and women, the truth is there is much more variation than just gender.